A lot to get into in this video. Two topics. I failed a funded account, and I'm going to talk about why that happened and how that can never happen again. And also I'm going to talk about initial plans to start trading live accounts again, why I think it makes sense to go that route, and some ideas on risk management for it. So let's start with the lost funded account. By the way, welcome in fam. Much love, Trav here. Those of y'all who are taking notes. Hopefully I can be of some service. So first thing, let's talk about my system. So when you develop your trading system, you need a system that you can follow. And what is easy to follow is something that doesn't create situations that are very psychologically triggering or destabilizing, right? So it's not, in my opinion, and when developing a trading system, it's not so much what's easy for you, but what is like incredibly hard or like super painful. Build your system to avoid that, right? So you don't get terribly triggered. So what I've discovered in my time trading is things that I don't mind, that are easy. I don't mind getting stopped out after being in profit. I don't mind giving money back to the market. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind not making money when the market's chopping. I don't mind taking a lot of small losses. What I do mind, which can be psychologically destabilizing for me, is I do mind missing the big trends. Like if there's a huge move in a market and it lasts for days and I'm on the sidelines or I'm on the wrong side of it, it's painful to me. So I developed a system that is designed to make a lot of money in these big trends. And for my back testing, depending on the asset, a couple times a year, it can have a single trade that's 20R, 30R, 40R, 50R. I might lose or break even the rest of the year though. But if I'm trading 3 metals and 6 Forex pairs and 4 indices, and I'm trading a couple crypto pairs, I can, in theory, catch one of these big winners every month. And October, I had the Bitcoin run. November, I had the gold. What was in November? The index run and the gold run. December, not a lot happened. January, had the Nikkei trade. So the system, it also suits my own personal beliefs, where I believe that you don't need to win very much to be very profitable. When markets trend, oftentimes they will have many consecutive days in a row and can create a huge move. So a lot of my beliefs are aligned behind this sort of a trend following system. Now, the problem with the system when trading prop is the intraday drawdown, right? Because when I'm making my position as big as possible, I don't mind that I'm going to get stopped out at some point. I don't know if it's going to run 7 days, if it's going to run 3 days, if it's going to run 10 days in a row in the same direction. At some point, I'm going to get stopped out. This is also Nicholas Darvas' strategy. He's awesome. But if I keep on adding, I have to be careful on that reversal day. And with most prop firms, there's a 5% drawdown, daily drawdown. So I'm capped on how much I can risk. Otherwise, however much leverage or margin I have, I'd love to just keep making that position bigger and bigger. I don't mind losing 10% of, not balance, but equity, floating profit on that last day if I'm running 100% profit, right? So, what happened, and the way that I lost an account is with the Nikkei trade. I'm trading this in all my accounts. I'm building on this position. In my live funded account on Skilled Funded Trader, I made the position size as big as possible, and I am paying attention to the max drawdown. When it came back and stopped me out, I lost 4.5% in a day, which is fine. I had budgeted for that. but I got an email that I breached. Why did I breach? Well, I breached because their drawdown is 4% intraday. And when I signed up for these accounts last August, it's been 6 months of battling these accounts. I didn't note that because at the time I was trading a different system and the intraday drawdown didn't really matter because they didn't offer any leverage from crypto and my stop loss was always 2% or less. Yeah, it still mattered. I never took a note. And then it's also my own fault through greed and euphoria where as the position was running, I'm double checking profit targets. I'm looking at the leaderboard. I'm looking at these sorts of things. I'm in the dashboard, but I was not double checking the daily drawdown. So anytime there's greed or euphoria, I know that there's danger of something bad happening. Now at the same time, as I failed that funded account, which by the way, their reversal day, it went from about 25R to 16R. So I made about 16R on that trade. It was in profits and it was blown. So pretty brutal, painful experience. However, I'm trading all these other accounts and I got some of the accounts out of drawdown. But what I was really stoked about is with Bespoke Funding Challenge, I passed 2 phase 1s and I also passed 2 phase 2s. So on 400K accounts. So that's going to give me 80K of risk and $800,000 of equity to trade with, or $800,000 of funding. And then with the leverage, it's like, $10 million plus to trade with. I'm gonna upset with the year. My system works great, right? The problem here is I got an email saying, hey, it's gonna be 3 days. It's gonna be 3 days. 3 days are up, and I message support, and support says there's no estimated timeline before I'll hear anything. Now this is super unusual because I've been funded with True Forex funds, I've been funded with FTMO, I've been funded with Skilled Funded Trader, and I always got either an account or a KYC within a day. So I went and I started looking at reviews on Bespoke Funding Program, and I saw nothing but bad, especially recently, that people are not getting their payouts and it's taking forever. They're earning a payout and they're getting told they breached. So even though I passed these challenges, I'm writing them off. I'm expecting to hear that I breached for some reason when I clearly didn't. Like I passed it in 2 days instead of 3 days, right? So now I'm like, okay, I have this trading system that is working, but what if the prop firms just don't pay me out, right? Like in theory, it limits my drawdown and increases my leverage. But if they don't pay me out, I've spent like 5,000-6,000, maybe more with Bespoke. I failed 3 challenges before I passed these 2. So I'm realizing that, yeah, maybe prop firms are too good to be true. Like I got burned by my Forex funds. I signed up the week that they went down. FTMO stopped signups for US clients. I still have accounts with them, but I'm concerned that they're going to try to phase me out. SFT is only doing crypto payouts, which isn't a great sign. TFT right now is only doing crypto payouts, which isn't a great sign. I have True Forex funds, but they run their own servers, and I've seen them. My system has so much edge, and I'm not scalping, so the fees don't really get me, but still. So I'm like, you know what? I got to think about trading live again. So for trading live, the sooner I do it, the better, because I have barely any income. I'm not losing money every month. I still have a 6-figure stake, but if I wait a year, it's half gone. And yeah, I feel like it makes sense for me to trade again because I've done the necessary work to build a profitable trading system. I'm demonstrating that. I'm doing the back testing. I I have no beliefs that would cause me to lose money. I've already paid my tuition to the market. I don't need to do that again. I like my system. I don't need to change it. I don't need a painful experience to force me to change. So I think it makes sense for me to start trading live again. So I'm going to work on a risk management system for it. Take like, I think maybe 6 months of living expenses, put the rest in my accounts. I'm probably going to do trade futures and Forex from TD Ameritrade. I have a Palau digital residency, which supposedly I can use to trade Binance, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, although trading crypto is less important to me. And yeah, probably will do risk 1% per position per account. No, probably 1% of trading portfolio, or maybe 1% of net worth. Something I need to work on it. I need to figure it out. But I'm also my situation feels a lot more precarious if I don't actually have any funding and if these prop firms don't pay me out. I'm really not interested in doing education. I don't want to do that work. I understand why people would. The marketing, yeah. I mean, I've already said forever free, right? So I think one thing I'm interested in managing money. I need to look into how to set up a fund legally. But I would be interested in managing money, I guess. That seems like a better way. So I feel like the minimum I would be interested in managing would be 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 plus. If I could get my fund up to $1 million, that would be good. I'm just kind of trying to speak it into existence. So if you're interested in me managing your money, let me know. Also, if you're interested in paying for education, I don't want to do it. And I shouldn't have to do it, but if I just trade prop firms, then they never pay me out. Like, yeah, my situation is not as good as I thought. So, just exploring other alternatives. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. But yeah, my game plan is it's Wednesday. Maybe starting next week, I'm gonna work on. Or this week, I'm gonna work on risk management and look at my money and expenses. And maybe next week I'm going to be trading live. So we'll see how it goes. Much love, y'all. And that's how I failed an account, and that's why, yeah. And if I trade my own funds, I don't have to worry about daily drawdown. So something like the Nikkei trade, I could have made so much from. Made my whole year right there on that trade. So yeah, we'll see. Let's get it. Much love. Peace.